Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to RWBYM World of Blocks. And I am standing next to what is most definitely the biggest Flux rift we've seen so far. Ow, I got too close. So, I just... Ow. Oh, this is rough. Ow. Giant taint seed. Okay. So that is different than what we usually see. I'm gonna have to head back to the Nether in just a moment to see that. Anyways, hello everybody. My name's Ardendris and welcome back to RWBYM World of Blocks. Last time we were working on some of the darker arts of the Thaumcraft mod. We went around looking in the deserts to find the Crimson Cultists, which we eventually found, and we found one of their red scriptures, or whatever they're called. Their Crimson Rites, that's what it is. Which then unlocked the Eldritch which then allowed us to unlock the Eldritch tree. So we used those void seeds, we turned them into void metal. I did 3 of those last time, but between episodes I just turned the other 7 we had waiting around into the void metal ingots, which we'll put to some pretty nasty uses. Like, none of this stuff is very good. Or it's good, and as in it has some like powerful stuff, but it is most definitely evil. Is more accurate, I suppose. But anyways, at the end of last time, we had actually taken a crucible over to the Nether, and we like chopped it, stuffed it full of a whole bunch of stuff, and forcefully created like a huge flux pocket in the Nether, trying to get some huge flux rifts, which apparently we have succeeded at. So, yeah, we're trying to get more we're trying to get more void seeds, we're trying to get some primordial orbs, I believe is what they're called. And, all that good stuff so we can do some of the more evil, cool stuff here. I also started growing some, flux crystals in there. Those actually have grown up some. I'll show those when we can get back there. But before we actually head back to the Nether, I had meant to show off the giant rift and then come back and do this. I want to go ahead and make the void siphon. This thing will let us get void seeds out of flux rifts. And to make it, we need a void metal block. Simple enough. We already have 10 void metal. It's going to take up most of what we have, though. 2 arcane stone, we already have. 2 brass plates, simple enough. Complex arcane mechanism. I should have a decent amount of that. Like, I already have that. Yeah, that's just going to take me a moment. I just need to make some brass. I need to put everything together to make that. That's just going to take a moment. The thing that's going to take the most work is, Vacuos. I'm going to need to go gather some stuff for Alienist. That's just going to take me a little bit. But the Nether Star is actually the biggest problem there. And I say biggest problem, but it's not even really that big of a problem. We just have to fight the Wither real quick. So I suppose we can do that, and then, yeah, let's fight the Wither. I just need to go find a spot to properly do this, where it's not going to cause too much issues in the village. It's charred dirt, not soul sand. Soul sand, there we go. I'm gonna go for a quick fly around, maybe find a cave, maybe make a cave real quick, and then we're gonna kill the Wither real quick. So, one sec. So, I went like 100 blocks away or something like that from the village and then started digging down to make like a cave and was instantly greeted by a whole bunch of Geist and died and had to head back. And then I thought about it for a minute and thought, wait a second, my biggest strength is my mobility, so why would I fight in a cave? So I just came back to the original starting point. This place, it's been a little while since we've been back here. But anyways, time to fight some big bosses. Anyways, doop, doop, and doop. Or not. Huh? Why no spawn? Huh? Okay. Why? Why no spawn? One second. Why is this not working? Oh, really? Not the time. How did you even spawn? It's the middle of the day. Like, what the heck? Let me try to figure this out. There should be a wither right here, right? Ah, 1 second. Was it because there was a grass block? Oh, that's what it was. Withering Heights. How much health do you have? Like 2,500? That's not actually too bad. We fight things like that all the time. I don't have much in the... I have Ganduja here. Hey, leave the poor horse alone. Rude. Are you gonna pose any real threat to me? I think the answer is no. Oh yeah, like... maybe if I, this thing is actually a kind of major threat if I don't take it seriously, because it's already eaten through most of my aura. Is this the first time I fight a wither on a series? I think it might be. Rude. I'm gonna get you if I can actually reach you. Huh. Can you actually come down a little bit? I've knocked you too high up into the air. Come on. Can you come down here, please? Ganduja has way too much knockback. Huh, this is gonna take me a little bit longer than I was expecting. Whee! Let's not use Let Still, but I will use Laden Hawks. Ah, really? Ooh, what was that? What was that weird blue floaty thing? Oh, hold on. Where are ya? I should be taking this fight more seriously. Like, this is actually going a little bit rough now. Ow. I just can't hit this thing. It's so hard to actually get a lock on it. Laden Haunts. Helps if I aim right, apparently. Seriously? I'm just having such a hard time actually landing hits. This shouldn't be as much of an issue as it is right now. Like, come on. Can you actually get down here, please? Like, this is silly. I might just see you in a moment. I don't think thing's going to be able to kill me. It's just an issue where I can't kill it either right now. So, I think I'll just see you in a moment when this thing is closer to dead, because I'm just going to be fighting it for a while. Okay, I think I got it. It finally went into the mode where you're supposed to sword swing it. It's got like 1 or 2 hits on it left. Got it. There we go. That proved to be so much more difficult than it realistically should have been. Like, that thing should have posed very little threat to me, but it was just all over the place. Look at the amount of carnage it caused. Like, the wither is kind of difficult with, like, normal stuff. Like, wither is very hard to deal with, but we're immune to that, so, like, the major threat of the wither should have been dealt with. I just could not fight that thing properly. But I'm stuck in a tree. But, we did it. It's finally dead. It only cost me about 800, aura out of, longest memory. It's fine, though. So, with the wither dead, we now have the nether star. And I just need to go gather some alienis and get everything into jars so that we could do the ritual and get the void thing. Whatever it's called, I don't remember. I also have some inventory stuff to deal with, so I'm just going to start running stuff through, and then we're going to do the ritual to start getting a whole bunch more void pearls. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, it took me way longer than it realistically should have, but I think I am finally ready to make this thing. I've been running around for like 45 minutes, trying to get all the alienis and whatnot. Everything else was simple enough, like Fabrico, that's in plenty of stuff. Vacuos is bowls, just like make 10 sets of bowls, and I have like 154 vacuos, so that's pretty good. Radicios and a whole bunch of easy to get stuff, but alienis is just such a pain in the neck. But yeah, I have a plan for that though. I just need levels. I did set up an enchanter right over there by the like enchanter hut, whatever it's called. So the enchanter is set up over there. It's set up for level 30. There's 20 bookshelves or whatever. So as soon as I get levels, which are proving harder to, which is proving easier said than done, I'll be able to get, like, looting on a sword will help me get ender pearls a little bit faster. Also need to get silk touch and fortune. Silk touch actually has another use though, because one of the two things we need the most of are Vidium and alienus, and those are two of the hardest things to get a hold of in large quantities. But apparently, where does all this go while I'm setting this up? Now these go here, but apparently, all those like void things that keep breaking whenever I try to pick them up, apparently you can pick those up with silk touch, and they actually contain Vidium. So that's an important thing we're going to try getting a hold of, because if I can like forcefully make an area all tainted and then use silk touch to pick up all the taint, that will be very helpful. Oh, this thing's wasting no time. It's going straight into sucking up all the essence we need. Although I no longer have... Hold on a second. My particles are down. That's why I can't see it. I had forgotten I had done that because I was trying to get a thumbnail or something like that and the particles were getting in the way, so I turned them off and I never turned them back on. I thought I had noticed something weird last time we did a ritual because I didn't, but because this thing wasn't there, but I guess that I know why now. But anyways, yes, I very much just distracted myself. I want to get some levels. I'm almost up to 30 so I can do an enchantment. When I put in a pickaxe last, I saw that the next enchantment that I was going to get was Fortune. So I'm going to have to do some like running through with that. Sadly, the enchanter friend hasn't given us any books for Fortune or Silk Touch, which is somewhat sad. But I'll go gather levels at some point and I'll try to get Silk Touch just to see if that won't help us out some. I did also get a rift turn into a flux seed. Like, I haven't even repaired it yet while I was doing it, hence all the deaths on the roof too. But anyways, we now have the void siphon. For posterity, do that. You have learned something new. Ugh. Game, you doing okay? Are we doing this again? 1 second. I think we're good now? But anyways, Void Siphon, we now have this thing. So next time a rift pops up, we'll be able to just steal and the crystals out of it instead of... wow, words are hard. We can siphon out the Void Seeds next time we see a rift pop up. I'm not sure... words are hard. From what I was reading, I think it's... The larger a rift, the more void seeds you can get out of it before things go bad, obviously. So that's cool, we'll check that out at a later point. But for right now, it's been a while since I've actually been back in here. I had meant to come back here quite a bit sooner. Let's actually head over to the Flux farm just to see how things are going. Those crystals are starting to grow. This thing's still siphoning things out into the universe. But somewhere down here is a Flux seed. Where is it exactly? Okay, it's in the wall there. I really wish I had Silk Touch right now so I could pick all this stuff up. You just sort of existing in there? If I killed it... You know what? I was gonna kill this thing, but I might just leave this one alive until I get Silk Touch, and this one will just start building things up. And eventually... yeah, this will just keep tainting this area. That's fine with me. And eventually, I can just come in here with Silk Touch once I get it, and this will be an actual pretty good source of Vidium. And I might just ruin this part of the Nether. That might just be my goal here. Oh yeah, I was having trouble getting levels, and then I just, without thinking, started mining quartz. Yeah, duh. Quartz is an excellent source of levels. I can just stay in here for a little bit doing this. So I might just do that. Another thing I can potentially do is, from what I was reading before, I think bottles of enchanting actually have... yeah, they have a recipe. I just need a brewing stand and blade soul spheres. Those are simple enough. It's just 4 proud souls and an iron ingot. We have like 15 stacks of proud souls, so I could just go ahead and make like 1,000,000 bottles of enchanting too. And you know what? That's actually a pretty good idea. So I'm almost up to level 30. I'm just gonna stay in the nether, get up to like 31 or something like that, get an extra level or 2. Ooh, there's actually another rift there. Hold on before we go. Where are you? I see you, obviously. Oh, that's an awful spot. Like, I can't... How am I supposed to void siphon this one? I don't have my fireproofing on. This has gone poorly. I landed? Okay, I landed. Fireproofing, please. So, I just have to place this thing nearby, right? Seriously? Fun. Once, let me get back up there. I'm gonna have to... Where am I even getting shot from? Like, come on. Fire bat. Did I seriously not get the fire bat there? I feel like I should have. Yeah, apparently I missed it. Anyways, I'm gonna grab some some blocks rather. And we're gonna head back there. I'm going to try putting the void seed thing. The void siphon, that's what it's called. But first, do I grab the fortune? That is important. I need that. Fortune also lets me get more levels, I'm fairly certain, when mining quartz. Or do I can't, I forgot I couldn't just do that. Or do I chance it trying to get silk touch on like a shovel or something? I'll grab fortune on you. That's actually pretty good enchantment for that pickaxe. Level 27. Do I have any of the extra things on me? No, except for an axe. Silk touch, efficiency. Nada. I have a few levels. I am going to try getting silk touch real quickly. I don't think I'm too fussy. If I can get it on a shovel or whatever, that's fine too. So yeah, let me try getting silk touch real quick before heading back. I'll be back with you in a moment. Sadly, I did not yet get silk touch. I'm stuck currently still just at the fortune. I used up a lot of levels for it, however, trying to get it. But remembering how easy it is to actually get levels using quartz. Ooh, what was happening to that blaze right there? Interesting. Anyways, how does this work? Do I just put this like here? Ooh, oh, those are cool little animations. How long does this thing take to actually get a void pearl? I have no idea. I might just wait around nearby. I'm assuming it will pop up in that thing. I think there's more quartz around us, obviously. So, do I just like leave this thing running and then go get some quartz while I wait, I guess? I mean, I'm definitely still in range of that thing, so it will still spawn. It will stay spawned in and should still do its thing. Sure, I'm just going to keep a relatively... Ow. This is not a good landing zone. I'm just gonna stay nearby, gathering some of the local quartz, picking up a few more levels. Ow! Rude little wisp. This is a different sword. There we are. Gotcha. Thanks for the Ordo crystal. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. I'm just going to stay in the local area, gathering up some quartz, hopefully gathering some levels as I go. And I'll just see you in a little bit with an update. Aha! I finally got the first one. I have no idea how long that actually took. Wither skeletons are getting on my nerves. Like, everything in this... There are so many mobs constantly. Whenever I try to do any busy work, I'm getting stopped by mobs trying to kill me. Anyways, I have no idea how long that actually took. My best guess is just about 5 minutes for one pearl. I have no idea on like an actual number though. I wasn't paying super close attention. But yeah, we can now just farm these. Did this say the larger the rift is, the quicker the process occurs? Okay, so this is fast because this is a large rift. The rift will become increasingly unstable and will slowly shrink as its energy is leached away. Okay. So like, this thing will actually slowly make these a lot slower. The taint is spreading nicely, actually. Ow. Got too close to the seed. How are you doing? You're still only at that size. You'll continue growing. Am I still fine as far as Flux goes in the A region? Actually, no. The Flux is... Oh, wait, no. This region where I actually moved the Crucible. The region where the Crucible originally was is actually going down Flux-wise. This place is still pretty good with it, though. So I'll just have to keep close eye on that. I'm just going to let the Flux Rift thingy go. The Whisper just tried to knock me off the edge, rude. But I've just been here, I've been gathering levels. I'm going to just keep at that for a little bit. Might head back home in just a minute and then just use some of our Proud Souls for a whole bunch of Bottles of Enchanting. Because this is better. Like, this is pretty decent levels-wise, but it's still pretty slow going. And if I have infinite Bottles of Enchanting, I suppose I could just do that instead. So, yeah, I'm just going to gather a little bit more quartz in this region and then probably head home and just, like, make mountains and mountains of those. So it really is just a waiting game at this point. So I'll see you in another moment. I forgot a few very important facts about my whole plan of using Bottles of Enchanting. Fact number 1, brewing is very, very slow. Forgot that part. Fact number 2, this is actually going to be a pretty big resource drain, actually much bigger than I was expecting. And fact number 3, Bottles of Enchanting suck and are so inefficient. Like, this plan, I feel like it was good in theory, but there are a few very important things I've completely forgot about that make it just not at all worth it. Like, I have made 33... Yeah, I made 33 Bottles of Enchanting and used them all, and I think I got 4 levels off of it. Which I suppose I'm at level 26 now. That's not actually atrocious. But it's just so slow. This process went much better in my head while I was imagining how it would go. But I suppose I'll just make the rest of the ones I currently can, and then probably head back to quartz mining, because that's my best way of getting levels. There's actually a rift over there. I'm trying to avoid going too close to the Seriously, I'll deal with that in a moment. I'm trying to avoid going too close to the research center because there is currently a rift over there. So I'm trying to get Silk Touch so I can go get a bunch of Vidium so I can start making these things more often because they're just constant and I just don't have the resources to currently close them all up. So I'd rather avoid taking a bunch more deaths to a Taint Seed today if I can avoid it. So I really, really want this Silk Touch, and it's just not working with me. I'll just keep at it. This is going to take me so long. Finally! I actually ended up giving up on enchanting, because I kept running back and forth through the nether, getting levels, enchanting some stuff, not getting Silk Touch, running back, getting levels, enchanting, running back, so on and so forth. I've been working on this for like an hour and a half trying to get Silk Touch. So I finally just gave up and remembered that these dungeons actually are filled with like random enchanted stuff and random enchantment books and whatnot. So I've just been running around picking some of these up. And there was actually Silk Touch in here. Oh my goodness. Like this was silly. Like that was so much harder than it needed to be. But finally I have it. Anyways, I'm just, do I have a random pickaxe still on me? Yeah, it was in one of the chests I picked up earlier. And Silk Touch. There we go. think that actually lets us do something in the Thaumonomicon, too. That was way harder than it needed to be. Ooh. Oh yeah, I scanned a bat before, so now there's something new for the bat in Oromancy. Fire bats, or other bats, are usually found in the nether. Engulfed in flame and unreasonably aggressive, they are perfectly suited to the environment they live in. They also have the alarming tendency to explode when attacking. One wonders what possible evolutionary advantage exploding gives them as a species, but the same can be asked of creepers. Okay, so that unlocks... So now we can do break or we can do spell bats. Let's actually just pop in bed real quick, and we might as well just take a look at these. Sleep, thank you. Let's do break first. Calling up the destructive power of Perditio, I should be able to design a pattern that can be used to safely break most blocks. I should also study the examples of the Fortune and Silk Touch enchantments. Digging magic will be much more useful if I can duplicate their effects. Not only have I created an effect that can harvest nearly every block, but if I wish, I can also apply Fortune and Silk Touch effects as well. Harder blocks will take longer to break unless I increase the strength of the focus. There's a small additional Vish cost per block broken beyond what is used to create the initial effect. Okay. Ooh, and there's actually a couple new things in here. Spellbat. Having observed the strange elemental-infused bats in the nether, I believe I should be able to do something similar with a foci. I've created a medium pattern that conjures an arcane bat and infuses it with focus effects. It will hunt down enemies and repeatedly inflict the focus effects on them. Interesting. They have limited lifespan, are fragile, and each time they attack, they lose some of their viz, holding them together. They can be set to target friendlies instead. Okay, that's kind of cool. So it's more like the shot type than the actual effect. And finally, oh, I'm going to need a level of Oromancy before I can do that. I think the rift is still going over there. I stayed far enough away. So we can do that in just a moment. Oh, we can do Arcane Bore now because we did that. Alchemy's all done. Oromancy, there's still stuff missing there. I'm still missing probably 6 things here, it looks like. A couple of things missing in here. Alchemy's done. Artifice is just the bore. I need to work out an automated way of digging out large areas. It should be a fairly simple matter to redesign one of my new turrets to target the ground instead of enemies. My discovery of the breaker focus effect should allow me to create a specialized and limited version of a caster that can be used in my mining turret. Okay, interesting. Artifice is done. Alchemy is done. Infusion, there's still stuff missing here. Golemancy, I just have to research a lot of this stuff. Eldritch is done. So I'm curious what I'm missing for some of these. Like, Golemancy might actually finish up if I just fill it out, actually. So there's that. But Oromancy is definitely missing stuff, and Infusion is definitely missing stuff. I'll have to get levels for all that in a moment. But first... what did I do with this? What did I do with it? Fortune. Last stand. What did I do? Did I put it in here? Did I forget it in the chest? What happened here? Where? What just happened? I'm so confused. What did I do? Where is that iron pickaxe and where is the silk touch? I don't have it. It got used up by the book. No. Oh my god. It used up my diamond fortune pickaxe too. Oh. Ooh. That... It took me so long to finally get it, and it's gone again. No. Let's just make a focus. Like, I need magic, aura. So there's you. Magic, that's in Silverwood logs. That. What else do I need? That's an enchanting book. That's not a thing. Oh, I am so sad. Like, I am very... It took me so long to get that, and it's just gone now. Anyways. 4 nether quartz. Whatever. What do I need to toss in? It's like a piece of quartz or something like that. Ordo crystal. We'll just make a focus for this instead of trying to find another one. I'm gonna have to replace my diamond pickaxe now, though. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And I don't have any magic in there. Silverwood has aura, not magic in it. But where's... What do I usually toss in for magic, then? Oh, my brain melted from taking so long to finally get this, and then when I can finally do it, I'm misplaying it majorly. I need another Ordo crystal, and I need to find a source of magic. Do I need, like, a random Fortune 2 pickaxe? Random Fortune 2 book? No, I don't think so. Fine, whatever. Aw, I am actually super sad about how this has gone so far. Anyways, projectile, break, silk touch, yes, breaking strength 2 is all I can do. Break is fine. I need a Perditio and a Modus crystal. Hopefully I already have those waiting around. I thought I had a whole bunch of Modus in here somewheres, but I don't currently see it. Fine, grab slivers. Do I have, like, a boat or rail carts or anything just waiting in here, or do I have to make those too? Looks like I have to make those too. Oh, the day has not exactly gone how I planned it to. My plans... Okay, that is Modus, yes. Did I just hear a Geist for a second, or was that, like, the weird noises? I don't know. Modus, no Modus. Let me get the Modus crystals out of here. 1 second. Okay, I now have, Modus and Perditio crystals. Start crafting. And in just a moment, we'll have a very weak, very basic focus that will allow us to silk touch and hopefully pick up. And I just deleted it. I'm spawning one back in. Oh my goodness. The day has not gone well. I've been recording for over 3 hours now, and it's just not going well. I'm remaking that thing. I'm cheating stuff back in for that. That's silly. Okay, I just ran away and dealt with a little bit of inventory stuff. Still kind of a mess, but we now have... Make sure that's off. The break focus, which we can put in here. This goes back in the bauble slot. And now, when I pull out the caster's gauntlet, I can switch to the break thing, which should... Oh yeah, you can't silk touch leaves. You have... I was thinking that that would work, but no. You have... It's weird how some things you have to shear and some things you have to silk touch. It's a bit weird that you can't silk touch things that you would normally shear. But anyways, let's actually just head to the nether so we can properly test this thing out. I probably should have done touch instead of projectile, because I think it's cheaper and it doesn't really change much. In fact, I think touch would work better for this spell anyways. But anyways, let me fly up here. Let's just check, because I think this thing runs while it's not loaded in. It's weird. Like, I think some of the Thaumcraft stuff might work as, like, chunk loaders. But there we go. We can actually pick this stuff up. It's just it just takes, like, a weird amount of time. But anyway, all of this tainted rock is just getting picked up. And it actually has quite a bit of vidium in it. So here we go. We finally have a Oh, I used up all of the viz in the region. Obviously, that makes sense. Ooh, this thing is starting to grow, though. Like, this entire region is populated purely by Flux at this point. So... does that work? Like, I'm firing from a region that has Viz, but I'm firing into a region that doesn't, so I suppose it's calculating from here instead. So, interesting. Actually, I'm curious if the Primal Crusher... Like, I'm curious if this thing... It says it's effective on Taint, but I'm curious if it will actually pick up Taint or not. So, this is just going to get left like this. This region is forever going to be Vizless, I think, sadly. But I can just eventually get Silk Touch again and properly mine it like that. Okay, this thing is growing pretty nicely. I can pick up like some of the crystals and just leave the rest to continue growing. This thing is unloaded most of it, and all is well and good. I can then sudden an unnatural hunger. Yeah, I've seen this one before, and it will take away all of my hunger. But it took a little bit, but we finally have things going for us. Like, Silk Touch was way harder to get than it realistically should have been. Oh, use the semblance, please. What is going on with, like, the loading in being a bit weird? What if I eat rotten flesh? Like, I'm curious. Like, is this... It feels like this is supposed to be like, oh, you're a zombie now. Your hunger begins to fade. Okay, yes, I am literally getting turned into a zombie right now. Okay, good to know. So... what recording time are we at? I think the first segment was 25. I ended up taking a little bit of a break and recording the second part differently. So we're probably a little bit early on today, but today has taken a while to actually record things. This has been a slow day. It's been a little bit rough trying to get today's recording done. So I think I'm just going to call this one an early one, because, oh boy. Let me double check if we're too early. If this is like too short, I'll keep going for a little bit. I just want to double check the length. Okay, we're at like 36 minutes. I just like double checked it. So that's fine enough for me, I think. So next time, I don't know, like this has been rough. I'm gonna pick up another Silk Touch. It's just gonna take me a little while. I'll do that between episodes so that we can gather up more of that stuff. And then we'll run that through and make more primal things and close portals and try to get the primal orb or whatever it was. That's what I wanted to do. Like, there's like a couple more things from Thaumcraft we don't have, and it's just like so much work trying to get to them. So I'll finish up some of that busy work between episodes, and I don't know, Thaumcraft is kind of at an end. There's some Oromancy stuff and some infusion stuff that we don't have access to yet, and I have no idea how to get access to them. So we might be calling it with Thaumcraft here. Like, these last research bits are just like so annoying to get through. And then after that, I don't think I really have any other ways to get super strong besides, I suppose, just upping my aura as much as possible with a whole bunch of levels. That's kind of my last chance. And since we're just trying to beat the only thing we have left really to do for a real challenge is the raid, and I'm just not strong enough. Like, everything eats through my aura too fast, and trying to get to an aura level that will work is just going to be so hard. Oops. So when we get to the raid thing, we're going to finish up with some Thaumcraft stuff, and then we'll do the raid thing in the next few episodes, and like, I might end up just like upping my aura through like commands. That's what it's called for that part. I don't know. It's getting to the point where like it's such a challenge to do. We're done with Thaumcraft, we're done with all the mods. All that's left is the raid, and it's just like it's too strong for us to actually handle. So we're gonna have to do something about it. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody.